in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria, and Nigeria at large. And over the years, we have been intervening on topical issues that requires the input of Muslims, organizations, and individuals. Alhamdulillah. So far, so good. We have every cause to thank Allah for the previous interventions that CIO had made. And I think the basis of our coming together this morning is also in that line. And some of us might be aware, some might not be aware. But it's very important that I should make it very clear that a couple of weeks ago, in the United States of America, a film was produced titled "Innocence of Muslims." The beginning and the end of that film is basically to cast aspersion on the persons of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also to rubbish the Islamic faith in the eyes of the gullible public, most importantly those who do not have good understanding of Islam. That has enraged so much reactions from people, and of course that reaction has given birth to so many children, among which is the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before we explain the good, the bad, and the ugly aspect of it, we want to commit this gathering to the hands of the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with recitations from the glorious Quran, which is going to be rendered by one of our brothers, in the person of Brother Abdullah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. واكتب لنا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة واكتب لنا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة إنا هدنا إليك قال عذابي أصيب به من أشاء ورحمتي وسعت كل شيء فسأكتبها للذين يتقون ويؤتون الزكاة والذين هم بآياتنا يؤمنون الذين يتبعون الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر ويحل لهم الطيبات ويحرم عليهم الخبائث ويضع عنهم إصرهم والأغلال التي كانت عليهم فالذين آمنوا به وعزروه ونصروه واتبعوا النور الذي أنزل معه أولئك هم المفلحون قل يا أيها الناس إني رسول الله إليكم جميعا الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض لا إله فآمنوا بالله ورسوله النبي الأمي الذي يؤمن بالله وكلماته واتبعوه لعلكم تهتدون. صدق الله العظيم.
We want to call on Brother Farouk Sadiq to render the English version of that recitation for us.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Grant us good things, both in this life and in the hereafter. To you alone we turn. He replied, as for my punishment, I smite with it anyone I will. For my mercy encompasses all things. I shall describe it for those who do the deity, pay the zakat, and who believe in our signs. Also, for those who follow the messenger, the unlettered prophets, they find described in the Torah that is with them, and in the gospel, who commands them to do right and forbids them to do wrong, who makes good things lawful to them and bad things unlawful, who will relieve them of their burdens and of the shackles that weigh upon them. Those that believe in him and honor him, those that aid him and follow the light sent down with him, shall surely triumph. Say, people, I am God's messenger to you all. He has sovereignty over the heavens and the earth. There is no God but him. He ordains life and death. So believe in God and his messenger, the unlettered prophet who believes in God and his words. Follow him so that you may be rightly guided. True indeed are the words of Allah the Most High.
Alhamdulillah. Well, we thank Allah for that recitation and pray Allah in His infinite mercy will accept it as an act of worship from us. Let me quickly recognize these following persons. Ustaz Jami Alimwa, the leader of the Zahar al-Haq movement, Lagos, Nigeria, Imam Akazarika of Jamiyatul Ummatullah al-Islamiyya, Lagos, Sheikh Ibrahim Abubiari of Organization of Tadom Muslimin, Lagos State, Alhaj Isiaq Ayodeji of Association of Muslim Cross Checkers, Lagos State, Sheikh Abdulrahman Abdul of Sovereign Society of Nigeria, Red Branch, as well as so many of our distinguished brothers and sisters who are here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you, recognizes you, and we also thank you for your presence. Like I was saying at the beginning, this forum and this meeting is informed by world events that equally has a split over, a ripple effect here in Nigeria, because Nigeria is a country where we have a large Muslim followership, and we owe it a duty as a matter of responsibility to ensure that Muslims in this country live happily and peacefully with their fellows, non-Muslims, while at the same time what is our right should not be trampled upon, but we should use all legitimate means to ensure that these rights are not only, protected, but enforced. And it is in this vein that we called an emergency meeting of the Executive Committee of CIO on a day we don't normally hold meetings, to quickly put up one or two things as a means of intervening so that Muslims who are enraged, Muslims who feel they have been shortchanged, will not take the laws into their hands. There are better ways through which we can address issues and we also get the same result that we desire. That informed the emergency ESCO meeting. And of course, you also agree with me that we don't normally meet on Thursdays. Our meeting days usually are Tuesdays. But again, this is an extraordinary meeting which we have called for because we have made a very wide consultation with many leaders in the community. And their good counsel informed why we have to call this extraordinary meeting, because tomorrow is Friday. And so many people are already anticipating that they are going to hear one or two things from their leaders. What are they going to tell us? They don't know. So we are not trying, to stifle or to kind of censor the rights of expression of people, but we have a responsibility to guide people and also to show them the right leadership so that Nigeria as a country, is going through a period that you and I know is not palatable. And we cannot add insult to injury already that we are experiencing. And that is why we have called our leaders out. I want to thank them for coming out in spite of the short notice we have given to them. This is still a demonstration of the fact that Muslims are people that love this country and they have this country dearly entrenched in their hearts. We want to thank you once again for this. So on this note, I'm going to invite Sheikh Abdurrahman Ahmad, who happens to be the leader or the chairman of the ulama group of dynamic youths in Nigeria here, Lagos in particular, of which we also subscribe to be the one to address this August gathering here, to say what is in our minds, and then we also listen to the General House in terms of what advice we also have to give, and then after which we make the floor open to men of the press to ask necessary questions from us, and then inshallah the right answer will be given. So Imam Abdurrahman.